Oh, we're up and running, folks. Hello, Internet. We're live like 10 minutes before it starts. Back to the Pokemon Presents this morning. I thankfully got sleep last night, so I haven't been up all night for this. Granted, I've actually been up since 4:30-ish this morning, so I'm sure someone's like, that's too early, and I'm like, yeah, some days. Today's not so much. So, we have a Pokemon Presents today. It is the Pokemon Day Pokemon Presents. Reporting and digging has said that this is going to be 19 minutes long. And I'm going to double check some leak information leak information real quick. Just to see if anything has rolled out. Not particularly. Seems like the only chatter has been that the Pokemon, the Project Synapse that was in the Terror Leaks will be showcased at this presentation. We still have no idea what Synapse is. We just know it's a multiplayer thing. There was like nothing in the Terror Leaks about specifically about what the hell it was. So, hooray! We should have ZA information. I'm expecting less ZA information than one would hope for in this presentation, to be perfectly honest. So... Oh, for those wondering, where are we at on the waiting room? We're here. If it looks weirdly cropped, it's not. It's just that for some reason when this trailer's over with, and we get to this screen, it's a bit odd. So we're kind of on basically a black screen. I'm not expecting too much, to be perfectly honest. Pokemon Presents are never that interesting. I think this being 19 minutes means my over on 10 minutes of mobile bollocks and other such bollocks is going to be wrong. Granted, Synapse can be a part of that. I don't know. But I feel like I'm going to be right on us getting less CA than we would hope for. I just feel like we're going to get a trailer that's just like, hey, here's what ZA is going to be. And that's going to be that. And it's going to be like no gameplay. So, also, for those curious, I'll be exporting this out after we're done. And I'll make sure it's up on the YouTube as soon as YouTube's done processing it. I think I'll wait till tonight for the rest of the exports. Also, a Merry Monster Hunter Day for folks since Wilds is out today as well. And folks are playing it. Hopefully it's running better for people than it did for me. It ran like shit for me, but my computer's on the old end, so that's probably why more than anything. What? Break? What? Did you break? did you decide to stop posting? Bot, no! Our botting son has taken the day off. It is early for him. Oh, nope, there it goes. My biggest fear is that since there was chatter about Synapse, that's going to be the only mainline Pokemon thing, or like major Pokemon thing to come out of this presentation. If there's like no ZA talk coming out of this presentation, people are going to fucking riot. It's going to be hilarious. Oh boy. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Can't wait. This is gonna be a fun one, folks. Especially since we have the Switch 2 Direct in April. Like, I honestly don't know what to expect. Cause like usually Pokemon keeps their stuff to their presentations, but like, are they this time around with like the Switch 2 on the horizon and ZA probably gonna be a cross-gen title? Like I said, I'm not expecting a whole lot. I never expect a whole lot from these. But boy howdy, this feels like one we are gambling today, folks. Two minutes. We have 2 minutes. Pause the music. We will wait the last minute or so in silence. Also gonna make sure that audio for the stream is good. I'm probably going to crash back out after this. Maybe. I don't know. I feel okay today, so I don't think I necessarily need a nap today like I usually do. I'm not sure. Oh, it is showtime. I say we have to wait an extra minute. Can I speed this up a little bit? Gonna do a little this. Speed this up to where it probably is supposed to be. Which is about there. Fantastic.
Hello everyone, I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. Today, February 27, is Pokemon Day. This is the date the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games were first released in Japan, marking the beginning of the Pokemon series.
8.
It's been 29 years since the birth of Pokemon.
God, it's almost 30 years old.
Reached this milestone through the support.
God, it's gonna be 30 years next year
around
for
the world.
Pokemon. Jesus.
Thanks to all of you, it's now possible to enjoy Pokemon each day in a variety of ways. We hope to keep bringing you new experiences to brighten your day-to-day lives with Pokemon.
Don't mind that. I popped up a little
In today's
toolbar for
broadcast,
later.
we'll be sharing all the latest news about Pokemon, including our newest titles. Please enjoy the presentation.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
It's the Netflix series Pokemon Concierge.
Oh, hey, that's
Placed
cool.
at the Pokemon Resort on a tropical island, the story follows Haru, who is still finding her feet as a new
I heard good
concierge,
things about
and
this.
Psyduck,
Nice
as they
that
grow
we're
together
getting
through their
more.
interactions with the resort's Pokemon guests. Its charm lies in the warm visuals that can be achieved only through stop-motion animation. And new episodes of Pokemon Concierge are in production. They are slated for release in September 2025. What sort of Pokemon
Nice.
will Haru and Psyduck welcome as guests?
I haven't watched them myself, but I've heard good
Take
things,
a first
so.
look at a few of the Pokemon they will meet in this motion test footage. Just look at the personality and how they move. But there's more.
Oh, you don't
For a
pick my
limited time,
favorites.
the first 4 episodes are available to watch on Pokemon's official YouTube channel for free. Please take this chance to watch them if you haven't been able to tune in to Pokemon Concierge yet. And we hope you look forward to the new episodes as well.
Hooray.
Hello everyone, I'm Utsunomiya from the Pokemon Company. Next, we have a number of other announcements to share with you.
Alright, is it time for the mobile bollocks?
In Pokemon Go,
Yep.
Pokemon Go Tour Unova Global will take place on March 1st and March 2nd. This event can be enjoyed.
I was
at
wondering
any
if they
time
talk
from
about
anywhere
Pokemon
in
Go
the
since
world
like
where
reports are
Pokemon
saying
Go
that
is
Niantic's
available.
trying to sell off their game
During the
division.
event, the legendary Pokemon Black Kyurem and White Kyurem will appear in raid battles and elsewhere. Also, trainers
Hooray.
will have a chance to encounter Victini and Shiny Meloetta. We'll also share promo codes for everyone to enjoy. We hope you're looking forward to the new Season 2.
Hooray. Oh, Unite. Okay. I was like, wait, what is this for? Oh, Unite. Or not Unite, Masters. Bleh. Why did I think? Unite is going to be in here somewhere, I would assume. Hit Cafe Remix. I don't remember all of the Pokemon Presents, but I feel like this is the order they normally go in. Which is going to be weird, because I think Masters is shutting down, I think. At least I remember it's supposed to be shutting down at some point, but I could be wrong. I don't remember. Sleep, I assume. Not Darkrai. No! Okay. There's Unite. What new does the Unite have? It's been like an eternity since I played Unite. Me. Okay, so a Suicune costume.
Enjoy intense battles in the unforgettable Remote Stadium. A new type of battle is also arriving, called First to 500. In it, a new feature called Eos technology allows you to gain special effects when you score a certain number of points. Plus, look forward to an updated map with updated wild Pokemon. The win condition is simple. Be the first to score 500 points.
Neat. And Pocket. I assume this is the new subset. Because they accidentally leaked that on TikTok. Yep, because they're... Yep. Yep, it's the Arceus subset, basically. It's gonna be the same as the Muse subset, it's just like one pack. Smaller set. And like, tomorrow. And for the vanilla TCG, I assume some new set of some kind. Oh, Mega Evolution. Okay. I guess I've been in the TCG before, I would assume. I wonder why this is happening. It could be any reason.
Next, allow me to share some news about the Pokemon video game series. In the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games, we're celebrating Pokemon Day with a Rotom phone case giveaway.
Hooray!
Along with a mass outbreak event and other in-game events to come.
Okay.
A mighty Meowscarada, Skeledirge, and Quaquaval will appear in a series
Not exactly
of
the most
terror-rated
exciting
battle
things to be
events.
throwing in the Scarlet and Violet, but alright, fucking sure.
More Pokemon are planned to appear in the future. We hope you continue to enjoy the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games. Next, please have a look at this video.
Damn it, we're under 10 minutes on the bollocks. Fuck. Maybe, depends on how this goes. I'm gonna mute the audio because I think this is a licensed song. I thought it was a certain thing that I saw rumors for, but I guess not. This is just Pokemon through the years, okay? And oh, okay. All of the gimmicks in one thing, okay? Is this the Project Synapse? Pokemon Champions, okay. The Switch and mobile thing, okay. I guess that's Synapse. I guess.
What you've just seen is the world's first glimpse of a new title, Pokemon Champions. This title will be focused on the Pokemon battles you know and love from core Pokemon games.
Okay.
Pokemon Champions will continue the tradition of pitting your skills against those of other trainers from around the world, but this time we're aiming for these core-style battles to be enjoyed by more players than ever before.
Okay.
Game Freak, the developer of the core games, is carrying out the planning for this project, while development is being handled by the Pokemon Works. And Pokemon Champions will be coming not only to the Nintendo Switch family of systems, but to mobile devices.
Is that the
too.
dev for
You'll
Synapse,
be able
technically?
to choose how you want to play
I
based on
don't
where you
remember.
are. What's more, you can also connect with Pokemon Home. Thanks
Okay.
to this connectivity, you won't be limited to using Pokemon you can partner up with in Pokemon Champions. You'll be able to team up with Pokemon who joined you on your adventures in previous Pokemon games.
Hooray!
Looking forward to battling Pokemon trainers from all corners of the world.
How does Champions itself work?
Stay tuned for future announcements regarding the launch date of
Cool.
Pokemon Champions. Next, we'd like to share some information about the languages Pokemon series games will be available in.
Oh,
Mr.
God.
Tomás Cortijo, please take it away.
Saludos a todos desde la nueva oficina de Pokémon en la
I'm getting flashbacks to when X and Y was first announced, and it's like, hey, here's our big first announcement for X and Y. Language options. Cool, but also not the most important thing in the world.
Desde el día de su lanzamiento. De igual forma, además de los 9 idiomas que los entrenadores y
Hooray, accessibility. Also, this could be a memo.
tendrá también la opción de jugarse en español latinoamericano. Esto significa que de aquí en adelante habrá 10 idiomas disponibles para jugar. Finalmente,
I also love in Discord chat. I see it's like, this is the official version of Pokemon Showdown. It's like, basically, it seems like how does getting Pokemon in it work if you're not transferring your stuff from home? That's my question. Of like, okay, assume I want to start Champions fresh, or like don't have anything really in Pokemon Home. Like, how does this work?
Como parte de The Pokémon Company Group, este es un claro ejemplo de nuestra misión de unir al mundo a través de Pokémon. Saber que los fans disfrutan aún más de jugar Pokémon en su idioma local nos permite explorar nuevas formas para
I can't wait to have opened up my paint tool, and we're not going to need it.
Este es un momento increíble para ser fan de Pokémon.
Also, for reference, we are at the 15-minute mark. Things aren't looking great, folks. Things aren't looking great.
Finally, here's the latest update on Pokemon.
Hooray! And that update is... Oh, gameplay! Oh, shit! Oh, wait, no. Not really. Fuck. Close. Oh, kind of. So Chikorita, Totodile, and Epic are starters? Neat. So we're scaling rooftops. We're running around battling. Okay. Dodge rolls. Up there. There's the megas. That's at least something. I am happy about that.
Pokemon Legends ZA is a new title in the Pokemon series. The story takes place in Lumio City, the largest city in the Kalos region. Prism Tower stands tall at the center of this city of beautiful vistas. These days, Lumios is undergoing a high-tech urban redevelopment plan to turn it into a city that people and Pokemon truly share. After you arrive in Lumio City to see the sights, you'll meet 3 Pokemon, one of which will become your first partner: Chikorita, Tepig, and Totodile. You'll choose one of these Pokemon to accompany you on a new journey as you get to know Lumio City and its inhabitants.
Okay.
Here are some of the colorful characters you'll encounter. When you arrive in Lumiose, you'll meet a new friend and ally, either Urbane or Tawny. The hotel where you'll be staying is run by AZ. You'll also meet his partner, Floette. Lumiose's redevelopment is being managed by Quasartico Inc. You'll become acquainted with the company's CEO Jet and her secretary Vinny. The different people you meet will make your time in Lumiose all the richer.
That sounds like the expedition team that was in
and Pokemon coexist, the city has set up wild
Arceus.
zones. These areas, located throughout Lumiose, give wild Pokemon habitats where they can thrive. To catch one of these wild Pokemon, aim carefully, then throw a Pokeball.
Okay.
If you're having a hard time catching one, have one of your Pokemon use its moves to weaken the target, making it easier to catch. This game offers a style of Pokemon battling not seen in previous titles. Moves can have a longer or shorter reach, or different areas of effect.
Morning.
So
Hello.
choose your timing and positioning carefully to gain the upper hand.
Saw that you went live at first. I thought that it was just my
Lead your
my
partner
Twitch glitching
Pokemon
out
through
because it always
battles
does
and
that where it
dodge
tells me
incoming
that
attacks.
we had
Swap
gone
Pokemon
live
if
like
you need to
the
and
next
find
day.
the right moment
Mhm.
to unleash a move. What's more, certain
So there's some
Pokemon
kind of
can go
Pokemon
beyond evolution,
thing going on?
undergoing
Yes.
Mega Evolution.
Neat.
When a trainer's keystone resonates with the Megastone held by their Pokemon, the Pokemon will do more than just change shape. It'll unlock a new level of power, turning the tide of battle in its favor.
So I'm going to class, so I
As Lumiose
can't stay
continues
on
its
long. But I figured I'd
transformation
pop by
into
and
a
say
city
hello.
that belongs
All
to
right.
both people and Pokemon, who knows what kinds of encounters and
Well, have
experiences will
fun.
await you.
I'll talk to you later.
All right, see you.
Pokemon Legends ZA. Coming late 2025.
Clock dropping by just as it's over.
Pokemon Legends ZA is scheduled to release in late 2025. We hope everybody can wait just a little longer for their adventures in Lumiose City to begin. That concludes our announcements for today. Thank you very much for watching.
And that looks to be it, folks. All right, I'm gonna go back through that ZA stuff. We're gonna slow it down and mute the audio, and I'll turn on music. We got our protagonist. We've got Lumiose City. I guess it's present day. That feels like the weird part of it being a Legends game is that it's present day. Seemingly, since we have AZ here post XY's story. Since he's running a hotel. See if we can pick out anything of interest. Hang on. Is that the names Gudra? Isn't that? No, that's regular Slilgo. Okay. I thought that was the Hisuian one for a second. No, it's the regular one. Fair enough. So nothing of interest here. The Yieldy substitute doll as generic Pokemon thing. Per usual. Hooray. So there's at least 8 of these wild areas. I didn't mean to zoom the full screen the video. There's our starters. Us running about with our starters. What number was that one? 1? Okay, so there's still 8 of these. We've got these teleporters to send us to the rooftops and we can go parkouring. And we've got a glide. I assume that's our Rotom phone of some kind. Giving us that glide into a jump. Our rival, which I'm guessing is the opposite gender we pick for our player character. Since there's 2 genders for them. Well, technically 2 characters for them. So I'm guessing they're the opposite gender of who we are. Kind of interesting that the battles are like more like moving around and stuff. It reminds me of Adventures, honestly, and how like the combat in Adventures usually goes. I don't know if I liked that. Rewind that back for a second. Because if you watch, there's, I assume when it hits, and I assume that's the hitbox. But the effect is all the way over here. When the Pokemon is over here, that little disconnect there is not the greatest, to be perfectly honest. Especially when it looked like that did connect. There's a Priroar, a male Priroar specifically, us doing a dodge roll. Oddly, it looks like that attack was aimed at us, the player, instead of our Pokemon. I wonder if we can take damage. Mega Bracelet looks very coppery more than the usual black. Like, there's some black in there, but it's very coppery. So we got a Mega Lucario. This is Pokemon Legends ZA, which is, I guess you could say, is a sequel to Arceus. They announced it last year. This is our first proper look at the game. Basically, we are in Limino City from Kalos. And this is also the return of Megas. See, there's the Kangaskhan one that was overpowered as fuck. Absol, Sableye. Double Charizard. Oh, 1 second. Roll that back. That didn't pause at the right time. So no new ones there. And I think all of those were from originally X and Y, I think. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes. All these megas are from X and Y specifically. I think this is supposed to have all the megas that we've had so far, probably, plus new ones. That is the same logo as the Expedition, isn't it? 1 second. I have to... We're doing some research on the side that you can't see. The Galaxy Expedition Team. No. That logo's familiar. Isn't? Wait. No. Yeah. It's in slow-mo. I have it in slow-mo to actually look at stuff. Like, just so it's clear. Here's it running at normal speed while I look for something. That logo's familiar. I feel like I know it from somewhere. I also have the audio muted. Because I was running it slow-mo, so you can't hear it. That logo's gonna haunt me now, because I'm like, I've seen this logo before somewhere in Pokemon. I know I have. Back up a little bit. This is the hotel we're staying in. With AZ as the hotel manager, which, again, I assume this is after X and Y proper, story-wise. Because he also has this Floetta who died and then got revived at the end of that game. Because that's his specific Floetta. And there is 10% Zygrade confirming his appearance in this game, since, you know, it's CA. Also, I did not notice he had the jewel butthole. Until now! That is the first time I have ever noticed that. Like, the weird part is I'm like, on one hand, yes, this is probably a modern day for Legends, or modern day Kalos. On the other hand, I don't know, something about the fashion and stuff makes me think it's older. Not like old, but like relatively old. But maybe that's just me. I don't think there was anything. It's not appreciating that I am doing this after it is ended. I wonder what the range is on how far a Pokemon can be from us. Also, that still bugs the hell out of me. Because again, we have an example of this. So like, if you pay attention to where that water gun hits, technically it hits behind the Tepig. And the effect is there instead of on the Tepig, who is over here. Which is just, it's just weird. That doesn't work for me. It's a bit odd. So this is a stealth rock into a flame wheel that gets interrupted? So we can interrupt attacks, which is kind of interesting. So I'm guessing some moves are going to have different effects now because of this combat style. So that's interesting. Maybe not like the most interesting thing in the world, but it's interesting nonetheless that like we'll probably have different effects for how moves work because of this new combat system. Well, variant of the combat system. I wouldn't say it's new. We have free capabilities of swapping on the fly, which is kind of interesting. We do have a mini-map. First time I noticed the mini-map. So did that hit the... It did hit the Onyx, okay. Okay, hitbox is going to be the bane of my existence in this game. That I'm going to nitpick that the fucking hell and back, and I'm sorry. Like, for a combat that is going to be, like, free moving like this, that's important. That's going to bug the hell out of me. To be like, wait, why did I get hit? I was not in the range of that move. Oh, nope, you got hit. They gotta get that, like, solid. Rock fucking solid. No pun intended, considering who's on screen at the moment. For when this game comes out this year. Same sort of EXP system. Honestly, this could be a little bit smaller. It's a little too big at the moment in terms of a UI. So it looks like if we look down here, Mega Evolutions are on a timer, which makes sense. They were on a turn timer in previous games, but now they're on a timer here. And I'm guessing we get powered up versions because we have these little icons next to all of our moves. So I'm guessing we have powered up versions of the moves because we've Mega Evolved. But it's all the same moves, which is kind of interesting. And there's a nice little example of us fighting multiple Pokemon at the same time, because we're fighting a Garbodor and Trubbish, which I don't think we saw at any point earlier in the trailer. That's interesting. God, please tell me we are not gonna have to go collect Zygrade cells. Please tell me that's not a thing we have to do, because that was a lot to do in Alola. And that might be something we do here as a side quest. Not much else. I wonder what this teaser is about. It's a little teaser at the end. It's relation to ZA, of course. Ocean match announcement. I'm guessing that's our equivalent to like the levels we had in RCS. Or different like rankings as we were completing the Pokedex. I'm guessing that's what this is. Which makes sense. We do have to have an equivalence of that, I would assume. So I'm guessing that maybe we fight certain trainers in like a tournament or just in a battle of some sort. But yeah, that is it. Honestly, there's not a lot to do with Champion since it wasn't really gameplay footage. It was a lot of CG animation. Not much else, to be honest. Let me see what Cerebi has. Right. I'm technically in a different browser. Oops. So from Cerebi's Twitter, here's a Lumino City map for the game. Nothing really to pick out from it. The art of our player character. Nothing much there. Trainers for champions. I'm just scrolling through Twitter at the moment, see if there's anything of note. Doesn't seem like it. Nope. Let me pop over to Central League, see what they have to say. Oh, they bring up a good point that the promotion match might be a ranked thing, since it seems like champions might be how they do VGC going forward, like their competitive Pokemon video game stuff, whereas like Pokemon games in general now get to like basically diversify themselves and like be different. That'd be that's an interesting thought. I wasn't thinking about that. Overall, it was to be expected. It's a little better than I was expecting for ZA. Just because I was expecting, less than this. I was expecting just like a quick trailer. I was expecting some actual fucking gameplay. Thank God they actually gave us gameplay. Ooh. The hitbox stuff is going to be a little bit annoying, especially since this is real-time combat instead of turn-based. Gotta shore up those hitboxes. That's going to be my nitpick for like the rest of this game's existence until it comes out and like proves me wrong or not. Champions is certainly a thing that I'm not particularly interested in. I do wonder about, like, okay, how do we get Pokemon? Like, if you don't have home access, or if you don't have anything in home, how does that work? How do, like, Pokemon, like, how do you get Pokemon within the context of Champions outside of, like, having the transfer from home? Since they said that you can get Pokemon Champions. Like, how is that? What sort of monetization are we expecting from Champions, assuming it's, like, free to play? Like, what are we looking at there? That's big for me. Otherwise, I don't have much else to say. It was to be expected. I don't really have many other thoughts, so we will end off here. Little under an hour for a 20-minute presentation. Hooray. Excuse me. So tonight, I'm gonna be back here, doing more ChemiCAD. We're gonna work on Forze, see if we can't get Forze to cooperate, because right now it's not cooperating. I might skip over doing like some of the body details. We'll work on the head stuff, since that's that should go easier, I hope. Tomorrow it is either we're doing multi-goal Kingdom Hearts 2, or we're back to more Ridercraft. It depends on what Tommy's feeling. I need to make sure KH2 is like good for tomorrow regardless, just in case. Saturday will be our run back on Odyssey co-op, so we can get an actual time this time, hopefully, barring no technical issues. And Sunday, we're capping off our look at Drive the Series, the last 4 episodes of the show, before we move on to the trio of V Cinemas for that. So, if you like what you're seeing, folks, drop a follow. Really appreciate it. ! YouTube and chat will get you the archive, where this stream, amongst others, will be going, since Twitch is limiting us to 100 hours of clips. So, check the archive if you want to watch stuff. ! Social and chat gets the social links, and ! Discord and chat gets the social link. Drop by, say hi. We'll see you tomorrow, folks. Or see you tonight, actually, and then tomorrow.